Bactrian camels are known for their two humps, which store fat to help them survive in harsh desert climates. They are native to the desert and mountainous regions of Mongolia in northern China. Most of the world's estimated 1.4 million Bactrian camels are domesticated. The wild Bactrian camel is a critically endangered species. Please like, share, and subscribe to help the channel grow. Thank you. Let's continue. A Bactrian camel is a large, two-humped camel native to the steppes of Central Asia, with adaptations for surviving extreme temperatures and sandstorms, such as thick woolly fur, sealable nostrils, and wide feet. The humps store fat that the camel can metabolize for energy when food and water are scarce. Key features. Two humps. Unlike the single-humped dromedary camel, the Bactrian camel has two humps on its back, which store fat. Thick, woolly coat. It has a long, shaggy coat that provides insulation in cold winters, as low as -40 degrees Celsius, and is shed in the summer. Adaptations for sandstorms. It has long eyelashes and can close its nostrils to protect against dust and sand. Wide feet. Its large, broad feet are designed to help it walk efficiently on sand. Habitat and diet. Native habitat. Native to the steppes of Central Asia, specifically in parts of China and Mongolia. Diet. They are primarily herbivores that eat grasses and other sparse vegetation. Water intake. They can go without water for long periods, but when water is available, they may drink up to 57 liters at once. Conservation status, domesticated versus wild. While most of the population is domesticated, the wild Bactrian camel is critically endangered due to threats like habitat loss and poaching. Please like, share, and subscribe to help the channel grow. Thank you. Please like, share, and subscribe to help the channel grow. Thank you. Let's continue. Bactrian camels eat a variety of plants, including grasses, leaves, shrubs, and thorny desert plants, because their herbivorous diet allows them to survive in harsh environments with scarce vegetation. Their ability to eat a wide range of tough, dry, or salty plants is due to their strong mouths and flexible lips. When food is scarce, they can also eat other materials like rope or even gnaw on carcasses. What they eat: primary diet: grasses, leaves, shrubs, and grains. Tough and thorny plants. They can eat prickly and salty plants that other animals cannot, such as those found in the desert. Other materials: in extreme conditions, they are known to eat anything available, including rope, sandals, or tents. Protein sources: they may also consume other materials like carcasses and gnaw on bones or skin for nutrients. Why they eat this diet: survival in harsh environments. Their diet is adapted to their environment, where food is often scarce. Efficient digestion. As ruminants, they can regurgitate food to chew it again, which helps them extract the maximum amount of nutrients from tough vegetation. Specialized mouth. They have tough mouths and flexible lips that allow them to handle and consume sharp, thorny, or salty plants without injury. Please like, share, and subscribe to help the channel grow. Thank you. Let's continue. The Bactrian camel, Camelus bactrianus, is a large, even-toed ungulate native to the steppes of Central Asia. It exists mainly in the domesticated form. Their name comes from the ancient historical region of Bactria. Domesticated Bactrian camels have served as pack animals in Inner Asia since ancient times. With their tolerance for cold, drought, and high altitudes, they enabled the travel of caravans on the Silk Road. Bactrian camels, whether domesticated or feral, are a separate species from the wild Bactrian camel, which is the only truly wild, as opposed to feral species of camelid in the Old World. Instantly recognizable from their two humps, Bactrian camels can live as long as 50 years. At Knowsley Safari, we have a herd of Bactrian camels who live on Safari Drive, and they can grow as big as 7 feet tall. The current population of wild camels is estimated to be less than 1,000. Wild camels live in groups of 6 to 20 called a caravan, flock, or herd. Females are pregnant for more than a year, and their young stay with them until they are at least 3 to 5 years old. As well-adapted desert animals, they have bushy eyebrows and long eyelashes, as well as nostrils that can close to protect them from sandstorms. If you visit the safari in different seasons, You will notice that Bactrian camels go through quite the makeover from winter to summer. In the colder months, they have a thick, messy winter coat. However, they shed this in summer, which makes them look almost bald. Please like, share, and subscribe to help the channel grow. Thank you. Let's continue. Bactrian camels are critically endangered, with fewer than 1,000 estimated to be left in the wild in the deserts of Mongolia and China. They are threatened by human activities like habitat loss from mining, hunting, and competition for food with domestic livestock. Population. Estimates suggest there are as few as 600 to 1,000 wild Bactrian camels remaining. Threats. Major threats include habitat loss due to mining and industrial activity, hunting, and competition with domestic animals for food and water. Predators. The gray wolf is the sole natural predator of wild Bactrian camels. Conservation efforts. Organizations like the Wild Camel Protection Foundation and the ZSL, Zoological Society of London, are working on conservation projects to protect this species. Please like, share, and subscribe to help the channel grow. Thank you. Let's continue. Bactrian camels were first found in Central Asia, with their original habitat extending from the Yellow River in China across Mongolia to central Kazakhstan. They were domesticated in the region of Mongolia and China approximately 5,000 to 6,000 years ago. The wild Bactrian camel species still exists in remote desert areas between China and Mongolia. Origin and range. The wild Bactrian camel's natural range was historically much larger, covering the area from the Great Bend of the Yellow River in China westward to the inner Mongolian deserts and further into central Kazakhstan. Domestication. The domestic Bactrian camel is believed to have originated from the wild ancestor, Camelus ferus, in Central Asia, with archaeological evidence pointing to domestication in Mongolia and China about 5,000 to 6,000 years ago. Modern location. Today, wild Bactrian camels are critically endangered, and their remaining populations are found in the remote deserts of the Gobi and Taklamakan in China and Mongolia. Please like, share, and subscribe to help the channel grow. Thank you. Let's continue. Humans can help the survival of the critically endangered wild Bactrian camel through conservation efforts that address major threats like habitat loss, hunting, and competition with domestic livestock. Please like, share, and subscribe to help the channel grow. Thank you. Let's continue. Key human actions and initiatives include habitat protection and management establishing. Nature reserves. Humans have helped create protected areas such as the Lop Nur Wild Camel National Nature Reserve in China and the Great Gobi, a strictly protected area in Mongolia, to safeguard the camel's natural environment. Population management captive breeding programs. Organizations like the Wild Camel Protection Foundation, WCPF, have established breeding centers, e.g. Zakina Sanctuary, to maintain a healthy, genetically diverse captive population as a safeguard against extinction and for potential future reintroduction into the wild. Preventing hybridization. Domestic Bactrian camels are kept separate from wild populations to prevent interbreeding, which would dilute the unique genetic makeup of the wild species, Camelus ferus. Please like, share, and subscribe to help the channel grow. Thank you. Let's continue. Monitoring and research. Scientists and rangers use modern technology like camera traps and satellite collars to gather accurate data on population numbers, migratory paths, and behavior. This information is crucial for developing effective conservation strategies. Reducing direct threats and raising awareness. Anti-poaching measures. Improving law enforcement and monitoring within nature reserves helps deter illegal hunting for meat and hides. Community education. Raising awareness among local communities and governments about the critical status of the wild camel helps promote better land management and coexistence, reducing conflict over resources. Global support and funding. Individuals and organizations can donate to nonprofits like the WCPF and the Zoological Society of London ZSL to fund ongoing conservation projects, equipment for rangers, and essential resources like hay for breeding centers during harsh winters. Please like, share, and subscribe to help the channel grow. Thank you.